Emergency dam water release is a critical and carefully executed process that occurs in response to various circumstances. One such situation is when dams experience high water levels that surpass their designed capacity. When heavy rainfall or rapid snowmelt leads to a substantial inflow of water into the reservoir, the dam may reach a point where it can no longer safely store the excess water. To prevent overtopping and potential dam failure, emergency dam water release becomes necessary. In this video, we'll delve into the causes that necessitate such releases, the procedures involved, and the safety measures implemented to protect communities. Understanding emergency dam water release is essential for promoting public safety and preparedness. What triggers emergency dam water release, you may ask? Emergency dam water release is typically triggered by heavy rainfall, melting snow, or a combination of both. These factors lead to a sudden increase in water levels, potentially exceeding the dam's capacity and posing a threat to its structural integrity. What is the importance of emergency preparedness? To mitigate the impact of emergency dam water release, authorities emphasize the significance of emergency preparedness. Communities residing downstream of dams should have robust evacuation plans, early warning systems, and access to emergency shelters to ensure a swift and coordinated response during such situations. During emergency dam water release, engineers and dam operators gradually open the dam's gates or spillways to discharge water in a controlled manner. This controlled release minimizes the risks of sudden flooding downstream and allows for better management of the water flow. Emergency dam water release decisions are made collaboratively by dam operators, meteorologists, hydrologists, and emergency management agencies. These experts analyze weather forecasts, river flow data, and dam conditions to determine the most appropriate course of action. During emergency dam water release, the safety and well-being of downstream communities takes precedence. Authorities understand the importance of timely communication and coordination to ensure that residents are well-informed and adequately supported. By prioritizing the safety of downstream communities and implementing effective communication strategies, authorities strive to ensure that residents have the information and support needed to respond to emergency dam water release in a timely and organized manner. What are the environmental impacts? When it comes to emergency dam water release, it's important to acknowledge that this critical procedure can have significant environmental implications, including alterations in water temperature, sedimentation, and disturbances to aquatic ecosystems. Nevertheless, dam operators are committed to finding a delicate equilibrium between releasing water to avert potential dam failures and minimizing any adverse effects on the surrounding environment. One of the primary concerns during emergency dam water release is the impact of water temperature. The sudden discharge of large volumes of water can lead to fluctuations in temperatures downstream. This abrupt change in water temperature can have adverse effects on various aquatic organisms that are sensitive to such variations. Cold water species might be particularly vulnerable to the sudden rise in temperatures, while warm water species might benefit from it. To mitigate these temperature fluctuations, dam operators employ careful management strategies controlling the rate and timing of water release to minimize disturbances to aquatic habitats. Sedimentation is another environmental consequence associated with emergency dam water release. The rapid release of water can trigger increased sediment transport downstream, potentially affecting aquatic habitats. Sedimentation can disrupt fish spawning grounds, impact aquatic vegetation, and compromise overall water quality. To combat these negative outcomes, dam operators implement sediment control measures such as the use of sediment basins or channels to trap and manage the sediment before it reaches downstream areas. The disruption of aquatic ecosystems is a concern during emergency dam water release as well. The sudden surge of water can disrupt natural flow patterns in rivers and streams, creating challenges for aquatic organisms to adapt to the rapidly changing conditions. Dam operators strive to minimize the disruptions by adopting gradual water release strategies that consider the ecological needs of the downstream ecosystem. Water quality is another aspect that needs attention during emergency dam water release. The disturbances of sediments, changes in dissolved oxygen levels, and the release of potential pollutants accumulated in the reservoir can temporarily affect water quality downstream. To address this, dam operators implement monitoring programs to assess water quality and take necessary steps to mitigate any adverse effects on downstream water bodies and the organisms that depend on them. In addition to mitigating these environmental impacts, dam operators actively collaborate with environmental agencies and stakeholders to implement habitat restoration initiatives. These endeavors aim to enhance and rehabilitate effective habitats, promoting the recovery of aquatic ecosystems following emergency dam water release events. Habitat restoration effects may involve activities such as replanting riparian vegetation, creating fish passages, or establishing artificial habitat structures. Moreover, dam operators prioritize long-term environmental monitoring and research to gain a better understanding of the impacts of emergency dam water release on ecosystems. By analyzing this data, they can refine water release strategies, evaluate mitigation measures, and make informed decisions that balance the necessity of water release with the preservation of the environment. Maintenance and inspections. To prevent the need for emergency dam water release, regular maintenance and inspections of dams are crucial. Dam operators conduct routine checks to identify potential issues, reinforce structures, and ensure dams are capable of withstanding extreme weather events. Lessons learned from previous emergency dam water releases are invaluable in improving future response efforts. Case studies and post-event evaluations help authorities identify areas of improvement, update emergency protocols, and enhance community engagement. Public education and awareness. Raising public education and awareness for emergency dam water releases is vital for community resilience. Educational campaigns can inform residents about the potential risks, evacuation procedures, and the importance of staying informed during emergency situations. Advancements in technology have enhanced the monitoring and management of dams. Remote sensing, real-time monitoring systems, and predictive modeling tools enable dam operators to make informed decisions during emergency dam water release scenarios, minimizing risk to downstream communities. In conclusion, conclusion, emergency dam water release plays a critical role in safeguarding communities from the devastating consequences of dam failures and extreme weather events. By understanding the causes, procedures, and safety measures associated with this process, individuals and communities can actively participate in emergency preparedness, thereby promoting public safety and resilience. Thank you for watching.